This segment of StraightOutaKC.com is brought to you by the Inn at Crescent Lake. If you're looking for a place to relax, renew, rejuvenate, you can find them in Excelsior Springs, Missouri. Go to their website, crescentlake.com. Welcome to StraightOutaKC.com. I'm your host, Darren Story. I'm here with a special guest. He is an old friend of mine. We go back, we were just talking about how far we go back, like over 30 years. And Gary Dumas, how are you, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. We're good to be seen.
No, absolutely, absolutely, because you know there are some friends of ours that are not being seen anymore.
I know.
Yeah. Kind of hits home to what you do. I mean, you left Kansas City, went to California, but when you came back, you had written books, you had really devoted yourself to men, young men, and trying to, shall we say, reverse the cycle, if you will.
Every time you gain resources or gain momentum in becoming a stronger person or whatever you're striving to become, you want to go back and share.
What have you found that's different about Kansas City when you left versus now that you're back? What's different that really struck you when you first got back?
People now, they're hungry, and they're understanding the importance of being hungry. They're understanding what it means to be hungry. They're understanding how change can only come about as a result of being hungry. And I want to be a part of that. You know, even though for what I do, it's not just about what people can get out of me, but it's what I can get out of people as well. There's nothing like being involved in an audience, whether I'm doing a workshop, one-on-one, whatever the case is, where I'm able to draw off other people's energy, how inquisitive they are, and how reactive they are to things that we say.
I think destiny always brought me back here. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to raise my children. I have no doubt about that. But those people that never get outside the walls, I don't think they would share that same feeling as you, that you're encouraged, that people are hungry. I think that they think Kansas City is still in a rut. What do you say about that?
It's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people that make up the Kansas City population usually are ones that we find think that way. But without a problem, there'd be no need for a solution. We would be out of work if we didn't have any more people to try and encourage, not convince, but encourage that this is a different place and you are a part of it. In fact, we can't do it without you. And just to give them some ownership, first of all, can bring about change, or at least unlock the door. There's so many people that don't believe they have anything to bring, or don't believe that they are valued enough. Being able to help people to understand that you are valuable, especially men now, I'm dealing with the male population here, that you are valuable, regardless of the mistakes that you've made. Your setbacks are set up for a comeback. About looking at this in a way where you can say, okay, I have an opportunity here to grow, or they can say, you know what, it's never going to happen for me. It is going to affect my kids, my offsprings, my siblings, those in my immediate surroundings, and we can't have that.
The ability for men to express themselves, I think, is one of the key issues that men have in getting past shame, guilt, all the stuff that really brings people condemnation, that drags men down, that keeps them doing the same thing they're doing. What do you say to that man? There's
been so much dialogue that has taken place amongst myself and other men just being at a high school basketball game. You know, where they're watching our sons play, and next thing you know, he's talking about, man, how much I'm struggling because I lost my job. And a lot of times it's not always about what you can say to men. It's about being able to listen to men. They just want to get it off, man, and not feel like it's only me that's struggling with this thing.
If you're a man out there and you got some stuff to share, you know, man up and tell somebody about it. Really, it's okay to do it. I mean, women aren't the only ones that share their feelings.
I read a story years ago, Darren. A teenage young lady was talking about how much she loved her father. I love my father. He's the greatest man. I just think he's so wonderful. And then she concluded by saying, but I would love him more if he would just admit when he's wrong. And that really challenged me to understand that
we like to be right.
We like to be right.
A lot.
Because we're leaders. And hopefully our intentions on wanting to be right is right. And not out of wanting to be right, to be selfish or vainglorious or things of those nature, or prideful, or anything that can lead to destruction ultimately. But being able to say, you know what, I made a mistake. And I tell guys, the wisest answer that you can give sometimes is saying you don't know. because that leaves you room to learn, and then you can share what you've learned with others. But being able to have that self-esteem, well, that's what it goes back to. A lot of men struggle with self-esteem issues, and it's very subtle, and it's a self-esteem issue. So we can help guys to feel good about themselves and confident in who they are. A real man can wear pink. A real man can admit when he's wrong, and a real man can cry. Because so am I. I'm very emotional as well, appropriately. And as long as you can do those things and your self-esteem is up and it doesn't challenge you and to wonder or question who you are as a man, and you live in a life of freedom.
Well, I'm proud to say that I can do all three of those things.
Well, so am I.
Yeah,
I raise my hand.
Gary, let's tell everybody, how they can get in contact with you if you're curious about how to get your books or have you come speak or seminars and all the stuff you're doing. Tell them how to get in contact.
I'll be glad to do that. I teach leadership curriculums in high schools as well as workshops, primarily in the substance abuse field. I'm just willing to come anywhere where I can share and encourage people. GaryDumas.com is how you can get a hold of me. GaryDumas, all one word. Reach out and touch me there. Phone number, I don't mind if it's okay. I can share my phone number. You pay enough for these cell phone bills. You want people to call. So 816-668-3380. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. If nothing else, I want to develop a relationship with you and allow it to become productive and see where it goes.
All right. Gary Dumas, man. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you, Darren.
Keep doing what you're doing. Gary Dumas, he is straightoutofkc.com. We'll be back.
Check us out and stay tuned with what's going on in Kansas City. StraightOutofKC.com is a production of Intrepid Entertainment.